Bible characters, Genesis Series 2, Part 4, Leah. The story of Leah and the lessons we can learn. When we read the story of Jacob, Leah, and Rachel, we tend to focus on a spoiled love story. It's a story of deceit and trickery, one of two sisters caught up in unhealthy comparisons. Imagine Jacob's shock and anger when he realized Laban deceived him and he was not married to Rachel but to her sister, Leah. Genesis chapter 29, verse 25. Jacob confronted Laban, who responded, "The older daughter marries first. Fulfill 1 week with Leah and then you can marry Rachel. But you will have to wait an additional 7 years." Genesis chapter 29, verse 26 to 28. Because of Jacob's love for Rachel, he quickly agreed. But now we have two sisters married to one man. Two sisters married to the same man. What an entanglement. Even though the Bible isn't specific about Leah's feelings, we can gather from the text the hurt and the disillusionment she must have felt. And for a time, she probably experienced the following emotions: rejection and insecurity because she is married to a man that prefers her sister. Number 2, inadequacy and low self-esteem. She longed for Jacob's love and wanted validation. Number 3, a yearning for love and acceptance. She wanted to be desired and cherished by her husband. Comparisons and jealousy. Both sisters, Rachel and Leah, are now comparing themselves to each other. Both women had insecurities and became envious. They both wished for what the other had. Leah was able to give Jacob sons, while Rachel was unable to conceive. Rachel, for a time, was without children, but she had what Leah wanted: Jacob's love. Sometimes in our lives, we have doubts and insecurities and may feel like we don't measure up. We may wonder why we don't have the opportunities others have and enjoy. When we give into these thoughts and begin comparing ourselves to others, we lose sight of who God created us to be. We forget that God has a purpose and a plan for us according to our gifts and abilities. As time goes on, Leah turns her focus to God and not her circumstances. Changing her focus allows freedom from comparisons and jealousy. Leah was blessed by God to be the mother of 6 sons and 1 daughter. Her sons would become part of the 12 tribes of Israel. Genesis chapter 32, verse 28. Her son Judah was the forefather of the Davidic line of kings and was named in the lineage of Christ. Genesis chapter 49, verse 10, and Revelation chapter 5, verse 5. What are the 7 lessons we can learn from the life of Leah? As we read deeper into Leah's life, the Bible teaches us several valuable lessons through her life and experiences. Number 1, embrace your uniqueness. Leah, overshadowed by her younger sister Rachel, learned to embrace her own unique qualities and accept herself as she was. This teaches us the importance of embracing our own individuality and not comparing ourselves to others. Perseverance in difficult circumstances. Despite being in the challenging situation of being married to Jacob, who loved Rachel more than her, Leah persevered. She persevered her marriage and fulfilled her responsibility as a wife and mother. This teaches us the importance of staying committed even through difficult circumstances. Number three, finding joy during adversity. Leah faced rejection and neglect from her husband, but she learned to find joy in her relationship with God. She was blessed with children and expressed her gratitude as she selected each of their names. This shows us that we can find contentment even in challenging situations. Number four, having faith in God's plan. Leah believed that God saw everything she was going through and blessed her with children. Here we are reminded to have faith and trust in God's purpose for our lives. Number five, the importance of family. Even in her complex relationships, Leah focused on being loving and supportive of her children. Through God's blessings, her son Judah is listed as part of the genealogy of King David and the Savior Jesus Christ. Her example shows that God can use your situation for His glory. Number six, overcoming the need for validation. Leah sought Jacob's love and validation, but over time she realized her worth didn't depend on Jacob, but on her relationship with God. Her journey shows us we don't need outside validation to show us our worth. Number seven, the power of humility. Leah was humble and she recognized God's role in her blessings. Leah's humility teaches us to recognize and appreciate the blessings we receive from God. These lessons from Leah's life can inspire us to embrace our uniqueness, persevere through challenges, and find joy in difficult circumstances. Don't look to be validated by others. Have faith in God's plan for your life. This is Her Grace, Prophetess, Professor Abigail Carol Smanya, PhD at Visions of Glory International. Shalom.